Public transport operators are now up in arms about the possibility that fines for traffic tickets that are paid in the courts will likely be higher than those settled at tax offices. Now, to this end, they are urging the government to suspend the issuing of traffic tickets until the problem is rectified. President of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, TODS, Edgerton Newman, in an interview with our news team today, says they have been inquiring of the government why a motorist with a traffic ticket for $500 to be paid at the tax office will now go to court and pay up to 6 times that amount.
The Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services has been, for some time, for the past 4 to 5 weeks, has been questioning the government, and especially 3 main ministries: the Ministry of Transport, the Ministry of Justice, and the Ministry of National Security, and at some point, the Ministry of Finance. Why is it? Because of a court action against the government and a subsequent move in Parliament to allow the government to continue to charge traffic fines via tickets. Why is it they say to the tax office, don't collect those tickets, and the person with the ticket go to the court, knowing well that the court, the judge, is going to use her discretion and charge you up to 600% on the said ticket. So if a ticket is for $500, the judge can charge you up to $3,000, $3,500. And it as a matter of can charge you. They are doing that as we speak.
Mr. Newman also explained that this action is a serious travesty against public transportation operators.
And so I believe this is a serious travesty against public transport operators, although it goes for motorists on a whole. We accumulate a lot of tickets because of the way, of course, and wrongly so, we operate on the road. But because we are utilizing a space 15 times per day at minimum, there are times when we do go out of the way and we got a ticket. Now, because of government rumbling, because of government mistakes, because of government bad management, the tax office is saying, go pay your ticket at court.
He further stated that if this is not resolved in short order, TODS will take action to resolve the issue.
Over the past few weeks, we have been saying to government, this is not right. I went out on a limb yesterday morning, and I heard from PSTEP, the head of PSTEP, ACP Mackenzie, that maybe by midweek, could be by tomorrow, things will come back to normal. And I'm holding him to that because you will hear the other side of the public transport sector. If that system is not rectified this week, because my men and women who operate public transportation, many times they get unwarranted tickets. Tickets that they should not have had in the first place. We've been working very well with the police since of late, and I know ACP Mackenzie man to his word. So let's see what will happen by tomorrow or Thursday the latest. And then if it doesn't work out, then we can't take it any longer.
In other news tonight, Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Lucian Jones, says 400 persons have been killed in road accidents since January of this year. His comment comes amidst expectations of an increase in road accidents during the festive season. In the meantime, Director of the Island Traffic Authority, Canute Heer, is calling for a re-socialization of Jamaicans to address the problems of road accidents across the island. He noted that the conditions of the roads often play a role in traffic accidents. Mr. Heer also stated that the Island Traffic Authority is working with the Education Ministry to have safe driving courses taught in public schools. Still tonight, the pregnant woman who was fatally shot in the busy downtown Kingston area last evening has been identified as 26-year-old SHANTIVA Griffiths. Griffiths, who reportedly worked at a store on Orange Street, was killed at the intersection of Orange Street and Haywood Street on her way home from work. Police reports coming into our news center are that at approximately 6:36 p.m., Griffiths was walking along the roadway when an armed man on foot approached her and shot her multiple times. She was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. The motive for her killing has not yet been established. Continuing with the news tonight, Hermelyn McLean, who was missing since last Friday after her arrival at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston, has been located and reunited with her family. McLean, 66, arrived on a Caribbean Airlines flight from Trinidad and Tobago, where she had been living and working for the past 30 years. She reportedly suffers from dementia. The police reported this morning that McLean was found wandering on Arnold Road in St. Andrew by a resident. The police say she was in good health and is now safe. Still making Mello TV news tonight, the bodies of 2 goat farmers from Westmoreland who went missing yesterday were found earlier today. The police say it appears that the men were murdered. Their goats are still missing. The men had reportedly taken their goats, the herd amounting to 30, to graze in a section of the Grange Hill community, not their usual spot, when they went missing. The men are 42 and 65 years of age, respectively. Early reports coming into our news center are that residents became concerned and raised an alarm after one of the goats returned home yesterday without the rest of the herd and their owners. During a search of the area, residents and police found the men's water boots, backpacks, and machetes. 4 ram goats that previously had no ropes on them were found tied up in a heavily wooded section of the community. Continuing with the news tonight, the police are reporting that extensive investigations into the murder of 24-year-old Devin Somerset that occurred at Spanish Town Road on October 7 of this year resulted in the arrest and charge of a man from Clarendon on December 12. Charged with murder is 29-year-old Swain Garnett of Blackwood District in the Parish. Reports from the Denham Town Police are that Garnett and Somerset allegedly had a dispute during which Garnett used a stone to hit the deceased on the head before fleeing. Somerset's body was found the following day. Investigations led detectives to Clarendon on December 7, and Garnett was subsequently apprehended. He was charged after he gave a caution statement to the police. His court date is being finalized. 31-year-old Vince McLean, farmer of Maypen, Clarendon, was arrested and charged for illegal possession of firearm and ammunition along Water Lane, Bannister in Old Harbour, St. Catherine yesterday. Reports from the police coming into our news center tonight are that at approximately 2 a.m., McLean was seen sitting in the driver's seat of a Toyota Corolla motor vehicle. Upon the approach of the police, he was seen removing an object from his waistband. He then dropped it at his feet. The object was retrieved, a Smith & Wesson .40 pistol with a magazine containing 24.40mm rounds of ammunition. McLean was subsequently arrested and charged. We go now to tonight's COVID-19 update. Jamaica has recorded 41 new cases of COVID-19 and 1 additional death. This increases the total of cases now to 91,843 and the death toll to 2,429. The Ministry of Health and Wellness also reported that a 96-year-old woman from Kingston and St. Andrew who died on December 7 is the latest fatality. Now, of the 41 newly recorded cases, there were 19 females and 22 males, ranging in age from 2 to 94 years. In tonight's COVID-19 parish update, St. Mary recorded 11 cases, St. Anne recorded 9 cases, St. Catherine recorded 6 cases, Kingston and St. Andrew recorded 4 cases, Westmoreland recorded 3 cases, Trelawney and St. James recorded 2 cases each, while Clarendon, Hanover, Manchester, and St. Elizabeth recorded 1 case each. The country also recorded 76 additional recoveries, increasing the total of recovered persons now to 63,567. And that's our news package for you tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Mello TV Evening News at 8. I am Shelley Hill. Stay safe and pleasant viewing.